Coming up, we give you a look at one of Northwestern's claims to fame, as well as an inside report on last weekend's game. I'm Lizzie Arehart, and Eagle 7 News starts right now.
Now, from the Mel Johnson Studios at the University of Northwestern, this is Eagle 7 News.
Good morning, Eagles, and welcome to Eagle 7 News. The tradition continues for one Northwestern student and his brothers. Eagle 7 reporter Evan Van Hoover has this week's Eagle feature.
Well, we started out just doing it for fun, just a fun thing to do during the winter.
Every year, for 5 years now, the Bartz brothers have built a giant snow sculpture.
We first started making snow sculptures when I actually caught a pufferfish in Florida one year, and we came back on a snow break and decided to make one, and the tradition continued.
That's right. The very first snow sculpture was a pufferfish. Then came a walrus, a giant shark, then a giant sea turtle. This year, however, it was go big or go home for the brothers. They created a giant octopus weighing roughly 300,000 pounds.
Yeah, it took actually 500 hours to make this sculpture, 200 hours longer than our turtle. We got most of the snow from our neighbors' yards, nearby tennis courts, the park, anywhere we could find it basically. And it stands 18 feet tall and 36 feet wide.
A sculpture that big is hard to miss.
Traffic is pretty crazy around here. We probably get over 1,000 people a day that come. Our first night we had 800 people come in about 4 hours, so it's pretty busy.
Their sculptures have gotten national publicity from the Weather Channel, the Ellen DeGeneres Show, People Magazine, various national news stations, and Snapchat, just to name a few. The Bartz brothers have raised over $8,000 so far, all going to an organization that strives to alleviate extreme global poverty.
We knew we wanted to work with the organization, so we kind of looked through a few, and we knew One Day's Wages had worked with Austin's college, Northwestern, so we just decided to pick them, and we just liked what they did.
A major factor in helping the brothers build these giant snow sculptures that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah, so we first put all the snow in the garage, and we warmed the garage up to about 90 degrees for about 40 minutes. And that makes the snow really packable and wet. And then we come out here and apply it to the sculpture, and it freezes on solid.
Wondering what they will build next year?
We do know what we're doing next year, but it's still a secret.
It's a secret.
As long as the snow sculpture is up, they welcome as many visitors as possible.
The lights are on till 11 o'clock each night, and we welcome Northwestern students to come and take a look for themselves.
In New Brighton, Minnesota, from Eagle 7 News, I'm Evan Van Hoover.
There are actually 3 Bartz brothers. Trevor Bartz was away for college when we shot that story. For more information about the brothers, visit the Bartz Snow Sculptures Facebook page. You can also find them on Instagram. If you've ever been interested in fly fishing, now is the time to act on it. Northwestern's Physical Education Department is offering a 1-credit class in Quad 4 that will teach the basics of the sport and also look at the ecological and biological factors surrounding fly fishing. There's a small fee to cover the cost of the license, field trips, and fly tying materials. You can register for it under PE Activities topic Fly Fishing. Also being offered in Quad 4 is the game of golf. It is a 1-credit class that will meet Thursdays at 12:45 p.m. A small course fee is required to cover your golf course cost. Clubs are provided if you do not have your own. Joe, what's the weather looking like this week?
Thanks, Lizzie. The weather's looking pretty nice. Today we're looking at 34 degrees with a little bit of rain and snow, so it builds that perfect slushy mix so you can get out there and have some snowball fights. Saturday we're looking at 39 degrees, so even warmer, close to 40, but the closer to 60 is fine with me. We'll have a little PM showers with a low of 30. Sunday we're looking at 37 with a low of 25, partly cloudy, so then this whole weekend can be full of snow activities such as sledding, building snowmen, or snowball fights, my personal favorite. Monday we'll be jumping into 29 degrees, Tuesday 23 degrees, and then we're looking Wednesday and Thursday at an average of 16 to 17 degrees. So get out there, enjoy the warm weather because it is Minnesota and you never know when it'll go back to negative. Brennan, what's up with the sports?
Thanks, Joe. One of the biggest admission events, Hoops Hysteria, took place on Saturday. High school students poured into the Billy for an academic affair, campus tour, and stuffed the Erickson Center for 2 Northwestern basketball games. Halftime shows gave students a chance to participate to win up to $15,000 towards their tuition. Eagle 7's Clara Henley and Hannah Swanson have the story.
Hi, this is Clara Henley with Eagle 7 News, and we're here with Matthew today. What inspired you to come to Hoops Hysteria?
I stayed over with a friend last night, and it's really good experience to be able to experience Northwestern on a student level and to make sure that it was a good fit for me. And being able to stay for Hoops Hysteria was something where being able to experience the athletic events was something I thought that I would really like.
Are you excited for the game today?
Yes. Go Eagles!
I'm Hannah Swanson here with Ryan Van Manen, the winner of $250 to the bookstore for Northwestern. Ryan, what did you have to do to win the $250?
I had to put a book on my head and dribble all the way down the court. It was a little difficult, but I made it happen.
That's good, that's good. Do you think you got a little smarter with the book on your head?
Not at all, but maybe a little better at dribbling. That's about it.
This week we had 2 Eagles receiving UMAC honors. From the women's basketball team, Jessica Cole received her second UMAC Player of the Week award this season. This past weekend she helped the Eagles win 2 games, averaging 17.5 points between the 2 games. Both the men and Eagles teams will head on to play Minnesota Morris this Friday. The other award winner was freshman Brett Whipf, also a UMAC Player of the Week, who came in second place in the 800-meter run at the UW Stout Open. The next race will be held at UW River Falls this Saturday. That's it for sports. Back to you, Lizzie.
Thanks, Brennan. 5 graphic design seniors opened the art showcase Thick in the Denler Gallery last Friday. This showcase displays senior students' artwork from classes, internships, and other projects. Eagle 7's Heidi Anderson was there to capture it all.
The graphic design showcase is now open, and Eagle 7 got the scoop for the opening of the exhibit in Totino.
So this is work from our graduating graphic design majors. So every spring we put on a senior show, which allows them to show work from their portfolio in the hallway. And then in the gallery we have work that is maybe more personal. So it's kind of a nice aspect of showing the balance of graphic design in that it can be very personal, but it can also be, serve a purpose to communicate content for others.
My sculpture is really about time and the pressures that we go through in our lives. So as you can see, it's 7 pieces high by 24 pieces wide. So it's actual physical representation of the amount of hours in a single week. So you can really take and insert your life into it and say, okay, what takes up my time and how do I use my time and what are my priorities?
The Denler Gallery has between 6 and 8 shows a year, so that's something that we keep things pumping through here.
This has been Eagle 7 News. Back to you.
Thick is open for another 2 weeks. The next event for Mark Mullen opens in early March. We asked our followers on Facebook and Twitter this past week what their favorite season was: spring, summer, fall, or winter.
Coming in first place is fall. Coming in second is summer. Keep an eye out on our social media accounts today for our next poll. I'm really surprised. I'm surprised summer didn't go first. I'm a big summer fan.
Oh, I love fall. The leaves are pretty great.
Okay, I can attest to that, but I'm more of a, summer tanning type of guy. As you can tell, I love to tan.
Okay, I just burn. That's all we have for news this week. Be sure to tune in next week for an Eagle 7 exclusive. I sit down with Tiffany Stubbs about the past week's events. I'm Lizzie Arehart.
And I'm Joe Sutton. Stay fly, Eagles.